Welcome back to BC Travel. It's 2026 and we're escaping the freezing Bulgarian winter for an epic South American adventure. But getting out of snowy Sofia turned into quite the frozen challenge. Let the journey begin. We traded snow for sunshine, ancient ruins, and vibrant cultures. Over the next few weeks, we're taking you along to explore the breathtaking heights of Machu Picchu, the colorful streets of Chile, tango in Buenos Aires, and the thundering waters of Iguazu Falls. But before we could enjoy these incredible sights, we had to survive delayed connecting flights, endless layovers, and the ultimate worldwide travel nightmare, losing our luggage. Our flight was supposed to leave an hour and a half ago from Sofia, but it's snowing, but that's not the main problem. The main problem is the conveyor belt that hooks to the plane is stuck and they can't get it out of the plane. So we have to wait here until they can fix that. Then after that, then we have to get in the queue for de-icing. Then we take off. We've already missed our connecting flight at this point to Lima from Amsterdam. There's a possibility we could miss our National Geographic tour from Lima to Cusco. So we'll let you know what happens when we get to Amsterdam. Right now, we're just sitting here on the plane. After hours stuck on the icy tarmac, dealing with the broken luggage conveyor belt and endless winter de-icing, our plane had finally lifted off. Next stop, Amsterdam. We were already way behind our scheduled timeline. At least the warm breakfast offered a brief moment of comfort among the chaos. Well, we made it to Amsterdam, and unfortunately we did miss our connecting flight to Lima. So we turned in our passports, and because we're flying business class, I think they're short on seats. Anyway, we'll let you know what happens, like what flight they're gonna put us on, if they find another seat for us, where we're gonna spend the night. In Amsterdam, reality hit hard. We completely missed our connecting flight to Lima. Yes, we had to change our flight because we missed our connecting flight. So we're going to be arriving at a different airline and time into Lima. So we need to let our transfer know, and also our hotel. Okay, we have an update. After about an hour working with a guy at the service desk, and we had a couple choices, but one of the first options they gave us was to go the following day on the same flight and put us up in a hotel. But after him looking at that flight, there wasn't any business class seats available. So he spent like an hour having to go through and find a flight that would work for us. So he gave us the option of going and waiting here for 7 hours, and in the business lounge. It's not too bad, but we're here for 7 hours, and then we're going to change from KLM to Air Europa, and then we have a 2.5-hour flight to Madrid. So we have to backtrack back to Madrid, 2.5-hour layover in Madrid. Then we're going to get on that flight there direct to Lima, but it's another 12.5-hour flight, which won't be bad because we have business class. We can lay down and, sleep and stuff like that. So,
a glass of wine.
Yeah, a couple glasses of wine and pass out.
Watch a movie.
Now, this is a lesson learned. We generally do travel a day before a tour or whatever, but you never know what could happen,
We have friends that missed the cruise.
We do have friends that actually missed their cruise because they traveled the same day as the cruise. Always go a day before. You never know what's going to happen, especially in the wintertime.
Traveling in winter in Europe, always don't count on schedule, don't count on specific times.
After 25 hours, multiple airline changes, and one exceptionally long lounge wait, we finally had our new tickets. We boarded an Air Europa flight to Madrid. Exhausted but hopeful. From there, we would catch another flight down to Peru. Settling into business class made the long journey to Lima much more bearable. We enjoyed dinner and watched movies, slept on a lay-flat seat, and then we woke up to a beautiful hazy sunrise as we finally descended into Peru. The worst part was over, or so we mistakenly thought. After all those different changes, like from changing from one airline to another to try to get here, we're not sure our luggage is going to make it. Staring at an empty carousel is heartbreaking. After 36 hours of travel, we left the airport empty-handed inside our Uber. Okay, we finally are in the Uber and we're heading to the hotel without luggage. In Lima, and we actually left. Well, we've been traveling 36 hours. Okay, that's a long time, and we got to Lima and our luggage didn't arrive, and we went to the service desk and he could not track it down.
2 hours spent.
We were at 2 hours at the service desk, and the guy tried, but he couldn't track it down because, for one thing, we were scheduled on KLM, and then he diverted us to a different Europa Airlines. You can't find the luggage. So I was telling Zarko, I can't do a tour of Peru, Bolivia, and
Chile, Argentina, Brazil.
I can't do this tour without luggage. I just can't. And tomorrow morning, we're departing for Cusco, and we're doing a road trip all over the Sacred Valley and all over the darn place. And the guy at the service desk said he'll track us down. He'll WhatsApp me and find me and get the luggage. But we'll see. I'm just hoping, and we think it's possible, that luggage is going to come in on KLM's flight this evening, the one that we were supposed to get on that we missed yesterday. It only comes once a day. So let's hope it comes in tonight at 5:30 and everything will be cool.
Those are the challenges you get when you travel. Not every time goes perfect, but like, it is what it is. So eventually we'll get our luggage, I know that.
We made it to our hotel. We're in a beautiful boutique hotel in Miraflores, which is kind of a trendy, very nice area of Lima. And well, we woke up this morning hoping that our bags would have been delivered to our room, but they weren't. And so I got a hold of KLM, but they said they don't take voice calls anymore to be in the queue for a WhatsApp message. So the WhatsApp message, actually, you're not going to believe this. This was last night, by the way, when I got here. No, yeah. And so like the WhatsApp message I sent off yesterday morning from the airport at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm in a queue, and this morning they're asking me if I still need help. Okay, and I said yes, I do, and they're saying that we'll keep you in the queue then, which has now been over like 25 hours in the queue. Has anybody ever been in a phone queue, customer service queue, that long? 25 hours. So anyway, that's not getting us any help. Fortunately, though, when we checked in last night, the customer service agent at the front desk reminded us, which I had already forgot, that we had booked 2 extra nights before our trip departs because our flights were kind of tricky. So we actually have today on our own, hoping our baggage will get here before tomorrow, because tomorrow is when we actually leave for our trip to Cusco. And on their app, it shows they are still looking for our luggage. So it's kind of scary. I'm not sure I can do a trip to Cusco without anything, like no coats, no tennis shoes, like nothing. This is all I have. It's been four trips to the airport, and it's day number 4, and we still don't have our bag. We got one, And unfortunately, that bag has all of our warm weather stuff for when we get to Argentina. The other bag that's lost is a bag that has our coats, our hiking shoes, everything we need for Machu Picchu, and it's still lost. So they're thinking it'll come in this afternoon on KLM, and they said they'll mail it or ship it or fly it to Cusco. We'll see.
By the way, that's the same story we hear every single day. They think they're going to be on this flight on Air Europa. We come to the airport. We argue with people to get us in by luggage claim, and there is no bag.
Without our main luggage, we still explored the stunning Sacred Valley, local artisan markets, and breathtaking ancient terraces. We've been gone for a week, and our trip brought us back to Lima. We did get a call like 2 days ago from Air Europa saying that they found our bag with a picture, thank gosh. And then I said, okay, well, let's not take a chance sending it to Cusco and then getting lost again. So we had them deliver it to the hotel here in Lima. It's here. Haven't opened it yet, but we actually have been a week in the same clothes, same shoes, same socks and underwear that we left to the airport over a week ago, like 10 days ago. So while we were traveling, we actually had to wash our underwear and socks and everything else in the shower. And we couldn't send anything to the laundry because all we had was the clothes on the back. Fortunately, the little suitcase that we did get had a few shirts, which got us by. And I ended up having to buy a pair of pants and a coat. But other than that, we've pretty much had the same clothes. So we're so happy to see this bag. Let me show you what it looks like. I haven't opened it yet. I can't wait. We still have another week of cold weather in high altitude. So we're going to need these sweaters and these coats that are in there, umbrellas, shoes, everything that we needed this last week, but we got by without it. Here it is. Here's our bag. So happy. And we're looking at the tags. It did end up being transferred to Air Europa. So they're kind of the culprit. That's Rush. Actually, we flew business class and I had a big priority tag on investment ripped off. Back in Lima, we finally reunited with our luggage. The nightmare is finally over. In the next video, join us as we properly explore Peru's amazing capital. We tour the stunning historic center and celebrate our survival with an amazing traditional pisco tasting. You don't want to miss it.